The 18th Infantry Battalion traced its history on 01 January 1951 when it was activated as the 18th Battalion Combat Team, pursuant to General Orders No. 354, Headquarters Armed Forces of the Philippines, dated 28 December 1950 at Fort McKinley, Rizal. Lieutenant Colonel Ricardo G. Papa served as the commander. The unit's mission was to suppress the growing threat of the Hukbong Bayan Laban sa Hapon, also known as Hukbalahap, particularly in the province of Bataan. It was deactivated in the middle of the 60s when the situation became manageable. On 25 June 1973, the 18th Infantry Battalion was organized as a provisional battalion pursuant to General Orders No. 355, Headquarters Philippine Army, dated 28 June 1973. Colonel Cesar F. Tapia served as the 1st Battalion Commander. The unit seal, shaped like an arrowhead, symbolizes the ready and dauntless members of the unit to fight and win the battle amidst all adversities. The numerical color white represented the unit designation, with a background of red and blue, projects the unit's purity of purpose and capability to master darkness, to fight with unwavering loyalty against all those evil intentions of overthrowing the duly constituted government. The yellow background describes the sterling character, discipline, and loyalty to the Constitution and the chain of command at all times. The motto Deo Et Patria translates to God and country, embroidered on a scroll, symbolizes the rich tradition of soldiery for duty, valor, honor, and service to God, country, and the people. The whole seal, viewed like a sturdy shield, represents a formidable fortress of defense of the country. On 18 January 1974, the unit was shipped to Sulu and tasked to subdue attacks of the Bangsamoro rebels. The unit, along with other AFP units, conducted combat operations in Sulu. The unit left Sulu on 16 May 1983 for Zamboanga City. After a respite and short stay, the unit was directed to conduct operations in Surigao del Sur. After 3 months of successful combat operations, the unit left the area and was transferred to the northern part of Zamboanga del Sur. On 18 June 1994, the unit was transported to Basilan Province, establishing its headquarters in Tipo-Tipo. 1 month later, the unit was transferred to Sumisip Basilan to better address the lawlessness in the area. The unit was awarded the Best Maneuver Battalion of the 1st Infantry Tabak Division and ranked 3rd in the Philippine Army for the year 1996. On 09 January 2013, the unit moved to Uncayapucan and given 3 municipalities for its area of operation, namely Uncayapucan, Tipo-Tipo, and Albarca. After 5 decades of heroism, the unit was molded by its forefathers, whom others sacrificed their lives, and whom others succeeded as great leaders of the armed forces of the Philippines. With gallantry and patriotism, they conquered each battle and delivered the accomplishment of the mission. The 31st Commanding Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Ivan V. San Jose, instilled excellence as the true moral to the troops via 3+6, the core values of honor, patriotism, and duty, plus 6 martial virtues of respect, excellence, discipline, responsibility, professionalism, and humility. The unit was also hailed as champion in the 2019 Annual Division Squad Challenge. On 16 February 2020, Lieutenant Colonel Egver Jonathan A. Abutin was installed as the 32nd Commanding Officer. He conducted immediate actions to settle the remaining clan wars, locally known as Rido, and intensified the campaign against loose firearms to decline the culture of violence in the area. The unit was given proficient status for its demonstrated commitment to pursue genuine transformation as manifested by its exemplary progress in governance and strategy management on 30 April 2021. On 16 July 2021, the unit was awarded the Certificate of Excellence for obtaining the rating of 96.06 during the annual division inspection, calendar year 2021, conducted by the Office of the Division Inspector General of the 1st Infantry Tabak Division. The unit has finally transferred to its present headquarters at Campo Uno, here in the city of Lamitan, on 10 January 2022. On 18 March 2022, Lieutenant Colonel Cyril A. Santander assumed as the 33rd and present commanding officer.
On the onset of his tenure, he inculcated to the troops his conceived formula, which represents each letter of the word patriots. Practical, the troops must be systematic to increase efficiency and productivity. Adept, the troops must be committed to grow personally and professionally. Transparent, the troops must be open to manage the resources and finances. Religious, the troops must be observant to foster respect morally and spiritually. Innovative, the troops must be creative and ingenious on thinking. Obedient, the troops must comply to what is expected of them to do. Trustworthy, the troops must maintain the high trust rating from the populace. Service-oriented, the troops must exert effort to exceed the expectation. By doing so, the goal for the battalion that was once in the mind of Lieutenant Colonel Santander will be brought into fruition.
Through his leadership, the unit was adjudged as the best infantry battalion of the 1st Infantry Tabak Division in terms of logistics management with a score of 93.93 on 01 June 2022. Today, the unit is advancing to create developed, useful, and modern equipment and facilities, not only to adhere to the mission of the Philippine Army, but also to boost the morale and welfare of the troops. Lieutenant Colonel Santander gives emphasis on the development of rare command posts and other detachments and additional skills trainings on top of the regular service training to fully equip the troops. As a result, the unit was awarded the Certificate of Excellence for obtaining the rating of 98.06 during the annual division inspection, calendar year 2022, conducted by the Office of the Division Inspector General of the 1st Infantry Tabak Division on 15 July 2022. Indeed, this holds a true testament that the unit is continuing to set a higher standard of excellence. Through the years, the efforts on combat operations, intelligence operations, and community support programs made significant accomplishments which brought a total of 102 firearms recovered during the successful conduct of area clear evaluation. 23 barangays declared free from local terrorist group affection, and 191 former rebels facilitated for their surrender and return to the folds of law, 8 of which were under the term of Lieutenant Colonel Santander. The unit acknowledges the significance of the stakeholders, thus encourages the engagement in various activities with the local government units, the non-governmental organizations, the peace-inclined armed groups, and the rest of the community, all for one mutual goal of achieving progress, peace, and security. The 18th Infantry, Deo Et Patria Battalion, fueled by relentless and selfless service, remains true to its mission to conduct security operations in the city of Lamitan and the municipalities of Akbar, Albarca, Tipo-Tipo, Tuburan, to prevent the Abu Sayyaf group and lawless elements in conducting atrocities and to sustain an environment conducive for development and a just and lasting peace. We are your patriot troopers, as dauntless as an arrowhead, as formidable as a shield. We are the 18th Infantry, Deo Et Patria Battalion, dedicated to serve the people, committed to secure the land, for God and country.